After being found guilty of defaming the grieving parents of Sandy Hook mass shooting victims, Alex Jones was ordered to pay $1.4 billion in damages. However, new reporting indicates that not only does it appear that he is trying to hide his money, but he's taking advantage of some new laws pertaining to bankruptcy back in 2020 to skirt any financial responsibility to the victims he defamed.
Robert Parker's sitting right here. He's real, isn't he?
Yes.
And for years, you put a target on his back, didn't you?
Objection to the form of that, Judge.
Well, I mean,
Didn't you?
I've admitted I've said his name. It's true. I haven't said other people's names because they are.
You put a target on his back just like you did every single parent and loved one sitting here, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
No, you.
Alex Jones, who for years now has insisted that the 2012 massacre of 26 students and staffers at Sandy Hook Elementary School was a hoax.
Controversial influencer Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan are reportedly busted on sex trafficking allegations. What led up to the arrests, and what comes next for the so-called self-help guru who claims he can break people free from the Matrix? Boxer turned controversial influencer Andrew Tate finds himself in hot water over allegations of sex trafficking at his Romanian home. Bombshell news of Tate's apparent arrest broke Thursday night as reports say he was holding two women against their will at his villa. Tate's attorney, though, he has a different story, instead saying his client was simply detained for 24 hours.
If you're anything like me, you often question why things are the way they are. We see these often polarizing figures who just get attacked in the media nonstop, and it always leads me to questioning why that person? Why is it people like Andrew Tate, Alex Jones, or even past President Trump is just always getting nonstop attacked by the media and other authority figures who have big presences online? It's nonstop. Like, Andrew Tate's in jail. They want Donald Trump in jail. They want Alex Jones to pay billions of dollars. In our world, it almost makes it seem that they're the biggest criminals who are out there doing stuff. But then we know these stories about people like, I know it's the most talked about subject, but people like Jeffrey Epstein and his many people that were involved with his situation. And yes, Ghislaine Maxwell did go to jail, but she's the only one. Like, who did they traffic the people to? It's not only illegal to traffic individuals, it's also illegal to buy individuals from those people who are trafficking them. It's just very concerning to me that they always want to divert our attention onto those figures, say like, look how bad these people are, look, they're speaking their mind, look, they're calling this stuff true when it's not true, but then later it gets proven true. And I see this as a real issue. And one of the things that bothers me the most, let's just say somebody does something and then everyone online is, and the media, they're just pointing fingers saying, what a bad person, I can't believe they did it. And then somebody on the opposite side does just the same or maybe even worse than that person did. And everyone's like, oh yeah, but that other person, like you always see that online, like people will be shitting on Biden, but Trump. It's like, okay, yeah, we get it. Like, yeah, Trump. It's like, no, everybody these days is just so involved with their team, and they think that no matter what, we have to ride for our team. It's like we've turned our politicians and our political parties into the new Bloods and Crips. It's astonishing. Honestly, it's crazy. And you see it every day on social media. It doesn't matter, you know, if Hunter Biden, like Sam Harris said, like, had a bunch of dead children in his house or whatever the fuck that weirdo said. He was like, it doesn't matter if Hunter Biden had that, Donald Trump is still way worse. And it's just like, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand how people don't really see it as well. There's just so much hypocrisy in the world. And, you know, like the most clear evident thing is when the whole thing with Biden's fucking unclassified documents in his garage, when they were like freaking out about Trump having them in a safe at his house in Mar-a-Lago, but then Biden has them all over, but they just act like it's not even anywhere near the same, in the same ballpark at all, and like you're crazy if you even think it's the same. And I just don't understand how people don't really can see from that angle. And maybe there's a whole angle I'm missing, and I'm open to having, I'm open to hearing something that will maybe sway my view on it. And I'm for no party. I hate both. But man, just for even talking like this, I get called a fucking conservative or some shit all the time. It's crazy. It makes no sense to me. But, you know, this whole world honestly doesn't make sense to me, and that's why it's scary. How come whenever there's a polarizing figure who's going against the norms of society and also the narratives from the mainstream media, they're always called a conspiracy theorists, or like, oh, I think that person's lost their mind, they've gone crazy, I'm worried about that person. It's like, shut the fuck up. It's just so gross. And, you know, this person's actually someone who has a big following and they're making videos or whatever, but they're actually saying what they believe. They're speaking from their hearts, and they're not just saying what they want everybody to be saying. Speaking for freedom's bad, calling out pedophiles, these things that are just awful for society, but are good for the power structure, they get called good and praised. It's really scary. I feel like we really do live in an upside down world right now. But, you know, as they say, the pendulum swings. So as it swings back over to the other side, fuck, I don't even know, man. I hope we can just come together as a people and realize that it's not me versus my neighbor or me versus someone in my community. It's not me versus anyone. And that only through honesty and compassion and love that we'll ever get to a place to where we can all coexist happily with no hatred. And turn off your TV if you watch too much mainstream media, I swear to God, because they just want to divide us to get us to kill each other. Hope you enjoyed this video and found anything of value. Once again, it's Swervin Carbon of Swervin Media. Please like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers. And maybe I'll do some sort of Amazon giveaway or some shit for the 100th person who subscribes. So, peace. I appreciate you. And, yeah, spread love.
Game over. Game over. New world order. New world order. How it works, you thought you. How it works, you thought you. How it works, you thought you. Fuck you, Fauci. Fuck you, Fauci. How it works, you thought you. How it works, you thought you. How it works, you thought you. Fuck you, Gates. Fuck you, Klaus Schwab. How it works, you thought you. How it works, you thought you. How it works, you thought you. And now everybody's Alex Jones. How it works, you thought you. How it works, you thought you. How it works, you thought you. New world order. New world order. New world order. New world order. Fuck you, Fauci. Fuck you, Fauci. Fuck you, Fauci. And now everybody's Alex Jones. Fuck you, Gates. Fuck you, Klaus. Fuck you, Klaus Schwab. Not because they're listening to me, they see it. Game over, motherfuckers.